Hi guys, welcome to another Barb Stamps video. Today's video we're going to be using our mini Silver Gable boxes, and I'm going to show you how to emboss on these boxes to get this really cool detail. The boxes are shown on page 13 of our Occasions catalog. They're right here on the side. You get 12 of the boxes in the package for $8, and they coordinate with the rest of the items in the Sweet Soiree bundle. Sweet Soiree suite, I guess I should say, since there's quite a few products in this suite along with a bundle. We've got the embossing paste, and we've got the embellishment kit that we'll use, the fabulous designer series papers down here, Gable boxes, sequins folder, and then a cardstock pack. Boxes come in a package. Like I said, there's 12 in the box, and they come just flat and plain like this, and you can jazz them up any way you like. This one here, I've just taken a 2-inch by 12-inch strip of designer series paper, wrapped it around the box. It's not quite long enough, so you can hide the seam with your ribbon in the back. Or if I would have been thinking at the time, I would have started on a seam rather than in the center, so you could actually have them come together at the seam, or I mean where the box kind of folds, and then it won't be quite as noticeable. Or you can just cover it up like I did here. Add a cute tag, and then you're good to go. This is the one we're going to be making today. We're going to be embossing the front of the box, and we'll be adding some fun details to it. And I'm actually going to be using the Sweet Soiree embellishment kit. The kit comes in a little acetate box such as this, but for ease of use, I've transferred it to one of our large stamp cases. The embellishment kit has lots of fun die cuts. We've got some birthday cakes, some pretty flowers, some vellum accent pieces that are just gorgeous. The flower pieces, we're going to be using one of these today. And we've got some other ones. We've also got some of this really, really gorgeous velvet scalloped edged ribbon in here in the color Marina Mist. We've got a little skinny silver foil washi tape, the white mini clothespins, and then the 3 colors of tassels, along with a set of numbers, so you could personalize your gift if it's somebody's, specific numbered birthday that you want to celebrate. You could do that too. So we're going to be using that to decorate it. We're going to be using the Petal Pair embossing folders, and these come as a set of 2. They're about 2 inches wide, so they fit perfectly on the front of the box. Here are some samples of the patterns. This is the kind of long vine pattern that the folder will create, and then this is the flower pattern here. And I thought that since I've already used the flower pattern on this box, we would go ahead and use the vine pattern on the box for today. So here's that folder. So the first thing you want to do is you want to disassemble the box, and the box is glued together on a seam, on an edge. So you can look inside. I can see right down in there, that's where my seam is. So I'm going to bring in my heat tool, and I'm just going to heat this up a little bit until the glue starts to release, and then I can peel it apart without doing any damage to the box itself. Here's my heat tool. So I'm going to go ahead and start this process. I'm probably going to speed this up a little bit, and maybe turn the sound down a little bit. We'll see how that works. I'm actually just going to point it right at the spot where I want it to come apart. Let it set for a few seconds, and just slowly move it up and down that joint where the box is glued together. Okay, I've got my big shot in here, I've got my box, I've got my folder. So I'm going to make 2 passes through the machine. First one, I'm going to come in from this edge here. I'm going to fold the flap under, because I don't care if it gets embossed or not, because it's going to be on the inside of the box and no one's going to see it. So I want to line it up with the edge of the detail in the folder right here on this fold line. And then, of course, back here at the edge, at the other edge. So I think we've got that lined up pretty well. And we'll lay that. So I've got my platform. This comes, if you purchase a Big Shot today, this is the platform you're going to get. If you have an older Big Shot, you'll have the other platform. Let me go grab it. The older platforms look like this. They have a hinge system where you just open up the pages depending on what you want. For this older style, I did have both pages open and I ran it through on the platform here. The new platform, I do not have the thin die adapter on there. I just have the platform. I'm going to put a clear cutting pad in there. Lay my die in my box on the platform, making sure that the box and everything is between, you know, the edges of the platform and the plate. Put the top plate on there, and then we'll just run that through. I probably should have had this facing the other direction, so you don't have to see my arm in there, but yeah, maybe you don't. Okay. Slide the box out, and look at that. Look at that amazing detail we have. Isn't that gorgeous? Yes, I know, right? So now we're going to come in from the other side and do the exact same thing. Line it up so that the space that you want to emboss is between the design on the folder, right here at the edge, keeping track of that the edge of the design's at the fold of the box, and then we'll run that through. So let me get that lined up, and I think that looks good. We're going to put this back on the platform, put the cutting pad on, and then we will run this through. Okay, and there we have it, this awesome design. So that's on all sides now. Get the big shot out of the way. All right, so now what we need to do is we need to fold these down again, and I'm going to add some liquid glue right here on this edge. There we go. Okay, we're going to lay this down, bring this over, and of course it's going to line right back up just because the box was already folded that way. And then I would normally lay something heavy on this for just a few minutes while it dries, like maybe a clear block. Here's one of our large clear blocks, so I would just put that on there. I would walk away for a few minutes and then come back, so I'm going to do that right now. All right, it's been like 3 minutes. I'm back. I'm going to remove my clear block, and you can see that the box is put back together perfectly. No one would ever know that you took it apart. So now we can assemble the box. So we're just going to fold all these flaps to the inside. There we go. Taking care to fold on the score line that was originally on the box and not on any of the lines that we may have created from the die. All right, so to fold the box together, we put this large open slot in there, bring in these two that will kind of tuck under, and then that one. Okay, same with these. We're going to kind of fold these to the inside. Pop out this little die cut slot here. Okay, and then this piece folds back. So when these would go together, you would put those two in there, those two in there, and there you have it, your perfect box. Open that back up, and now we're going to add a little bit of fun shred in there. This is also part of the Sweet Soiree suite. It's called the Ready Shreddy, and it does come individually packaged. I just kind of pulled some out of each color to keep them in the bag. I don't want any of the very first. I just want the silver and white because I thought that would be perfect for the box. So I'm going to throw that in there. I've got a small gift. And you could fill that with chocolates, a necklace, excuse me, a bracelet, a gift card would also fit in there. Whatever you wanted to put in there as for your gift. And then we'll close the box. Again, tucking those little points underneath and through the slot. Get in there, shred. Okay, so then to decorate it, I'm going to bring back in my embellishment kit. Oops, we don't need that little piece of shred. And I think I want to use this piece here. I find that these pieces are just gorgeous. I also thought maybe I'll try to coordinate or work a tassel in there. So let's try. I think we'll go with the Marina Mist tassel. Clean that up. I've got a skinny strip of white cardstock, Whisper White. Let's see, what is this, a 1/2 inch? Yes, this is a 1/2 inch wide. I've got a sentiment from the Petal Palette stamp set. This has some really nice sentiments along with, you know, some great images, and also has some coordinating die cuts. So we're going to use the thank you stamp. And we're going to use Marina Mist ink. So I'll ink up the stamp. Stamp that right like that. Close up my pad so I don't end up making a mess. Bring in a pair of scissors, and I'm just going to flag the end of this, and I do this by just sticking or sliding my scissors right in the center of the end. Maybe I'll bring it up. In the center of the end, and I snip just, oh, I don't know, what is that, about a 1/4 inch maybe? And then I'm going to come in from both sides, both corners, and I'm going to go right to that middle spot where I just ended my cut. Okay. Now forgive me. I have a cataract, I found out, and I haven't gotten it fixed yet, so I'm still having some issues seeing things. Okay, snip that off on the end there. And so we're going to somehow layer these things up and do something. Whoops, oh my. Get a little carried away here, I think. Okay, I don't know how I want to do this. If I want to do it like that, and then slide the thank you underneath and have the tassel hang out the bottom. Let's try that. Okay, so I'm going to use some glue dots. Glue dots here. And I'm going to actually put some glue dots right here on this little wrapped part of the tassel. So I think I'm going to go ahead and try 2 glue dots. Okay, so I've got 2 glue dots right there. I'm going to bring in my flower image, kind of put that like so. And then I think, is that going to fit? Yes, so I'll throw a glue dot back here above these 2 flowers. Go ahead and add my thank you. Yeah, I think that's going to work, don't you? Maybe I'll bring this tassel down a little bit. Actually, let's see if we can pull it off. Yeah, I think that's going to work. And I just kind of want it hanging down a little bit. Like that. Okay. And since the tassel's got some bulk to it, I'm going to use some Stampin' Dimensionals for the back of this thing. So we're just going to add some dimensionals around where the tassel is. Maybe bring in some minis also. Okay, back to the big ones. I think we can add a couple big ones down this strip here. Okay, and now how I like to remove my backings is I press my fingernail into them, and that kind of releases the paper. And then I can peel them off a little bit easier since I really don't have any fingernails. Oops, get that little tiny one off. Okay, and so I think we're just going to go something like that. And there we have it. Isn't that so cute? Oh my gosh, I just love this. And you know what a person maybe could do also? I don't know how this would work, but we're going to wing it. We're going to pull out some of that really gorgeous ribbon. I wonder if we could somehow, how that would look if we clipped that up there. If we sort of did one of those kind of jobs. What if we did that? I don't know if I'm going to like that or not. We'll see. Pull a little clip out. Again, let's manipulate that so that we can definitely see the scallops, because that's what we want to see, and we want to see the gorgeous velvet side of the ribbon, not the back. Is that going to work, you guys? I don't know. If we had that, I don't know as though I like that. Could we add some along this? No. Bottom? maybe. That's not terrible, but I don't know as though I really like it. I think I just like it plain, just like that. Leave me a comment down below which way you think you thought it might look better. Plain, the plain version. Ta-da! Or do you think it looks better if I was to add a strip of this ribbon along the bottom and the ribbon? Comment below what you think would look better. Okay, so if you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. I hope you learned something about our amazing folders and these gorgeous boxes, and of course this great embellishment kit. Subscribe to my channel down here so you can be notified when I upload new videos. Do all your shopping at shoppingwithbarb.com. I do have free gifts with purchase every month. You can check them out on my blog using my host code, so please do that. And as always, I hope you guys have a wonderful day.